Hey, Real Nerds. There's many ways to enjoy the Real Nerds podcast. You can listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and now Spotify and iHeartRadio. You can see what we're up to around town by following us at Real Nerds on Instagram. And if you want to send us your thoughts, you can email us at realnerds@gmail.com or call us at 720-6nerds5. Like us on Facebook at Real Nerds Podcast or tweet us at Real Nerds. And now on with the show.
Camera, action!
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd can...
Doesn't talk film. I'm sorry.
Take it outside.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action! Real nerds.
Welcome to a new year, but the same Real Nerds podcast. Every week, we see a new movie and we podcast our experience to the world. This week, we saw American Fiction. Stay tuned because we'll recommend the film or not, play the trailer, and then spoil the movie. We'll also talk about movie news and things we watched throughout the week. This is our 13th consecutive year of seeing a new movie every week. And I'm always joined by my friend, Brad. Brad, how are you?
Hey, new year, new me, right?
Totally.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Nice. I was at the Brass Armadillo today. And while I was there, I was thinking about
Rod Stewart thing I showed you.
So I went to look at it and there's like cum or something on it. So I don't know. Like the picture has like, the picture's stained with something. I don't know what it is.
Rod Stewart's cum, dude.
Dude, I'd be fucking licking it.
It's like you're such a Rod Stewart fan that like you can see like the scent trails like a cartoon. Like someone put a pie on a windowsill. Like, Rod Stewart's cum. That's how you found it in that huge store.
But that booth it was in, I found like a couple comics that I needed. Some Defenders and Batman Gotham Adventures. So they're only like $2. So not a total loss. But as I was going through there, I realized that when I'm dead, my wife is probably going to rent a space there and just put my collections there and put, the Death of Gwen Stacy for $2. And
I feel like that's generous and not just like it's going to end up on the corner of the driveway for the trash pickup.
Yeah. Or not even that. She just burns it in the back fire pit we have.
Yeah. Just one comic a day.
He really loved this comic.
Speaking of that, I don't know if you saw that story about a guy who had like all of his valuable comics at a storage unit, and naturally the storage unit was broken into and those were stolen.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Like, would you ever do that?
No, my comics go everywhere with me.
Yeah, like I keep them close, like the really valuable ones. Like maybe if I had a bunch of like 90s, dollar issues, I would put them in my storage unit, but not like my Ninja Turtles #1 second printing. Like that's in the house with me.
I don't know. Even on my like not valuable ones, I'm actually like really what's not the right word? Very protective of them, because you never know when they're gonna pop. And case in point, I mean, I'll never sell them. So like my wife always says, they're worthless, but they are worth something. And some of those 90s Spider-Man comics where they were garbage are starting to go up in value. I have this 2-part Spider-Man story where Carnage bonds with the Silver Surfer, and it used to be like a stupid comic, and now it sells for like $100. So you never know when a certain comic might take off.
It's weird to realize that, like, the way when we were collecting stuff from the 50s and 60s was popping. It's now that time later, and so these issues we just got off the grocery store news rack, like they're valuable now.
Actually, I got a better one. So like there's a big rumor that Taylor Swift is going to be Dazzler in the new Deadpool movie. So it's driving the sales of Dazzler's appearances. And I happen to have Dazzler's first appearance and her first solo series because Spider-Man's in them. And I get them for Spider-Man. And I remember I got her first appearance is in an X-Men. I don't remember which one. And I remember I got it maybe 15, 20 years ago, and it was $3. And now $200 something.
Nice.
So if anybody wants the first appearance of Dazzler, you call me and I will give it to you if you give me an old Spider-Man. Straight.
Just a straight trade, not even the money.
Yeah. Have you seen that the infamous Mad Ex-Girlfriend Green Goblin first appearance?
No.
So this dude sent it to he first posted it online, and it's the first appearance of the Green Goblin, and she wrote on it, "Go to hell," and like your comics are stupid or something. And it got graded by CGC, and it actually has a prestige label where it's called Angry Ex-Girlfriend version. It's sold at auction. It's hilarious.
That is funny.
It's not funny because she wrote it in like Sharpie on the cover, but
it's funny they have like a classification system for that type of comic.
Yeah, you should look it up on Google. It's funny.
I will.
Yeah. So yeah, that's but you're right, because even when I started collecting comics, I mean, when you look at the 60s and 70s stuff, that's the stuff that was a little expensive and kind of out of our reach. But, you would save up and you'd get one or two of them. Now it's the stuff from the 90s and the early 2000s. You go, why is this stuff popular? Like Maximum Carnage or Spawn. I just don't know. What do I know?
Yeah. I mean, Spawn I get because it was like the one big deal in the 90s amongst like, other than Death of Superman. Like that was like in the zeitgeist, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember my friend Brandon framed the first appearance of Spawn, and it wasn't that expensive for a long time, but now it's starting to go up in value because people, realize the value of that. But anyways, the brass armadillo smells weird, and but there's some really cool stuff there.
There is. Like, they have that whole like filing system of license plates. So I was like, this would be great for movies.
Yeah. Yeah, and you see some of the most random stuff there, but
yeah,
it's cool.
Like at some point, this was in someone's house, like just mounted to a wall, or yeah.
And the crazy thing is, when I was checking out, a guy up there wanted to get a booth or a case. It's a 2-year wait for the case and a 4-year wait for the like showroom booths.
That's crazy. Like last time I was there, they had like a whole row of open cases.
Yep.
Huh. Well,
it's crazy. Anywho, this week we saw American Fiction. Brad, do you recommend American Fiction?
Yeah, I guess it's a good movie, but it wasn't as fun as the trailer made it out to me. It like all the fun stuff is in the trailer to me, except for like one joke which I saw later on, like they turned into a social media post. But other than that, it's like a family drama. So like the whole book writing thing is like a side piece of the movie. So yeah, I guess just wish there was more comedy to it. How about you?
Yeah, actually, I really enjoyed this movie. I mean, the comedic beats were mostly in the trailer. But I'll talk about it in spoilers because there's some, like, it's hard to talk about the movie because it interweaves so intricately with the book he wrote. But yeah, I think you should see it. It's really well acted. I thought it was really well shot. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Here's a trailer for American Fiction.
Are those human remains? You guys have a permit for that?
Shut the fuck up, Philip.
Cliff, you don't talk to me like that.
You want me to beat your ass?
I'm just...
Fuck out of here, Philip! I will eat your sweater vest for dinner.
Always been a fucking douche.
Listen, Monk, you need some time off. Why don't you go back and spend a little more time with your family?
You know that all successful writers are tormented by their families.
You look fat.
Okay.
Welcome home, baby.
How the fuck?
I don't feel like much of the writing lately.
Your books change people's lives.
And something I've written never changed your life?
Absolutely. My dining room table was wobbly as hell.
Oh my God.
Before your last book came out. It was like perfect.
How's your brother doing?
I still live in Tucson.
What's wrong with Tucson?
There's one gay bar and it's full of college kids. One of them asked me if I was Tyler Perry.
I mean, Tyler Perry lives in Atlanta, right?
Fuck you.
Any news?
Editors, they want a black book.
They have one. I'm black, and it's my book. Look at what they expect us to write.
Would you read an excerpt?
Yo, Sharonda, where you be going in a hurry like that? If and you got to know, I was going to the pharmacy.
Something's got to give.
If they want stereotypes, I'll give them one.
What is this?
Deadbeat dads, rappers, crack, that's black, right?
Nobody's gonna publish this.
Just want to rub their noses in it.
We love it.
What?
It is very,
Black?
Yes, that's it. I'm happy you said it and not me.
Gotta give a little more.
I wrote it.
It's a joke.
People want to love you, Monk. You should let them love all of you.
The going gets tough. Gotta give a little more.
We sold the movie rights.
Yes!
We think it is going to be a bestseller.
I'm sure white people on the Hamptons will delight in it.
Yeah, we will. It's going to be huge.
Can you stick around and help with Mother?
I gotta get home.
It's 8 in the morning.
I'm not flying the fucking plane, Monk.
When the going gets tough, gotta.
American Fiction stars a Jeffrey Wright as he goes by Monk, but his real name is Thelonious Ellison. And he is a PhD author. And he wrote, I guess they're fantasy books. I didn't really get that part, or they're mythology books or something. And he hasn't sold one in a long time. And he goes to a book fair, Comic-Con kind of thing. And he sees that the most popular author there is a African-American woman who, I can't remember the name of her book.
Which exploits
so it's played by,
yeah.
She basically is exploiting the black experience in America with how people expect them to talk, and he thinks it's dumb, and he decides that as a joke, because he can't sell a book, he's going to write a book based on that, and or that style where he's pandering basically to white people, and it's like, if this is what you want, I'm going to write it.
Yeah, it's playing into the stereotypes.
Exactly. And when he does that, it becomes insanely popular with the publishing companies. In fact, it's so popular that they want to option it to a movie. They want to do 750,000 advance copies. And
it gets nominated for an award.
Yeah, which he's put on the board for. And the original name is My Pathology, Pathology. But he gets tired of it, and he's in one meeting, and he says, I want to change the name to just fuck.
Yeah.
They go, how about damn or hell? Nope. Fuck.
We'll get back to you.
Yeah. Every time he does something stupid, it just makes him more money. The part where he's at the bougie restaurant with, the writer, Adam Brody's character, Wiley, and he has to act, street. And then he gets up and runs because his mom, who's suffering from Alzheimer's, he thinks this ambulance is for his mother. And and the Wiley guy thinks he ran because he heard police sirens.
Because the persona he created is a fugitive from the law. So
yeah, and the Stagger Lee is a really famous R&B song.
Yep. But he's Stag R. Lee.
Yeah. That he does, but it's all wrapped up in this family drama that you're given a little insight as the film goes on. And what I think what's really cool about this movie is I did actually think it was kind of cool to see an African American family be very successful, but also have the same traumas that a lot of families go through. And to me, that was a very interesting dynamic to the film, where people expect them to be that stereotypical, African American, where they're like, yeah, I like guns and we get killed by police, and I like the idea of that. No, they're just normal people, and everybody has family drama and family trauma in their lives.
Yeah, you're right. It was a nice juxtaposition to what he's going through with the book, of like, yeah, it's these stereotypes are heightened reality, and this is real life for this guy and his family.
Yeah, you're right, because the stereotypes are so heightened, and when you break it down to its core, that's what I thought was the really fascinating part of this movie. Is, yeah, it'd be cool if they did more of him, trying to sell the book. But I did like too that as you peel back the layers of who he is, it could happen to anybody. I was shocked when he was at lunch with his sister and his sister died.
Yeah.
And then as you go through it, you realize it happens to everybody. But then they had that really funny moment with like the uppity, like white dorky neighbor. And they're like, get the fuck out of here, Tim, or whatever his name
Philip,
was.
yeah, when they're spreading the ashes. Like, do you have a permit for that? Are those human remains?
You're a fucking douchebag.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the social post I saw later. They turned it into.
Oh, did they? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite gags from the movie. But yeah,
I did kind of hope Philip would keep on coming back.
Yeah,
but he never did, which was a bummer. But I also really loved the story of Lorraine and Maynard. I guess the maid for the family. I don't know what you would call her. The helper,
housekeeper.
But she was more than that, obviously, because the family loved her, and her, slowly going on with the security guard at their beach house in Massachusetts, and yeah, I just thought it was a nice change of pace, and it was really well acted.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, I'm struggling a little bit because, unlike you, I saw this movie like weeks ago.
I know.
It's trying to remember.
Even when I
parts
made
of
it the film of the week, I know you saw it like before Film Explosion. So
yeah, so just like it, just trying to bring back parts to me. Like, I also thought, like, yeah, like Monk also is dealing with, like, part of his story is that he's kind of a snob. And how off-putting that is. Like being like, he just thinks he's better than everyone else. Around him, and how much trauma that kind of puts into everything else that's going on around him.
He's kind of a facilitator for his own loneliness.
Exactly. Yeah, he's he has this chance to have a good relationship with this his neighbor, and then he just like
who's like a super nice lady.
Yeah. Perfectly nice, perfectly pleasant, and he just sabotages his own happiness because he just can't stand, because he just can't, like, not be the smartest person in the room.
Yeah, I mean, the opening of the movie though got me too, is where he writes the N-word on the board, and he's the professor, and this white woman is really offended by it, and I love the line where he says, "If I got over it, I think you can too."
Yeah, and she doesn't. She leaves.
She just leaves.
Yeah. And the last thing, I guess, like, I thought the ending was kind of like a little weak. Like, it almost felt like the writers didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I did not get the ending of, like, okay, we're trying all these different options, but it's the movie possibilities. It just felt like the writing ran out of steam, and they just
to me, I would have ended it of him just being honest with the woman across the street.
Yeah.
Instead of it being at the award show. Because I thought that's what they were going with when his brother was talking to him, and Sterling K. Brown is awesome in this movie. I wanted him to go to her and just say, hey, I wrote this book. That's why I'm an asshole. But, you never get that. But I do strangely want to see Plantation Annihilation.
Oh, yeah, the movie in the movie.
Yeah, the horror movie where the ghosts of the slaves come back and rip people apart. I'm like, okay, I'd watch that. What does that say about me? I don't know.
God, it's such a heartbreaking moment when like the last interaction with the brother and their mom just makes them
yeah.
She doesn't recognize. Yeah, she's like, I wish you were different, or whatever she said.
Yeah. Well, she says, I wish you weren't queer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not queer, whatever they say. And you realize, and that lady is amazing in the movie. Because I mean, I've never, I don't know if I've ever seen her in anything. I'm gonna look at her IMDb real quick. Oh, she's the lady in Deadpool. His neighbor. Yeah, I didn't know that. All right. Well, she's great in this movie because to be able to act where you have moments of clarity and then moments of confusion. I mean, I believed her, and I felt like so. I don't know, like having Alzheimer's would be a horrible disease to have.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know you had it.
Nope. You have to be told every day. But yeah, no, I thought the movie was well done, and I liked it.
Cool. You got some news?
Sweet. Yeah, sure.
It's real news.
Well, it's official, Brad. Mortal Kombat 2 has ended production. It's a wrap. The movie is in the can.
Yeah, I just heard Carl Urban is Johnny Cage, which I did not hear ahead of time.
He sure is. Yeah. No, I'm down. It was on my Filmsplosion 2021 list, and I think the movie is fun. And to me, all I want is guys to show up and fight and then kill each other. That's my goal.
I'd like there to be a tournament this time.
I think there probably will be.
All right. Well, yeah, that's happening.
Yeah.
Nothing else to say about it. I will have more when maybe we see a trailer or some photos from the movie. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm hoping that there's this weird, like, in between. We'll probably get a shitload of trailers the next 2 weeks because the Super Bowl's dropping.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, I really don't have anything else. Unless you could think of something and I missed it.
No, it's January. There's and they're still coming off of the strike, so yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. What have you been watching?
So, this is the stuff we've been watching.
So I have like a pretty cool story for me personally, because I love Cary Grant.
Wait, what?
I know, right? So
when did this happen?
I found out the day before it was happening that there was a showing of North by Northwest at Harkins theaters, which they do like $5 Tuesday old movies or something. So I was like, oh, sweet, I'm going to go see that. So I had to see if my mom could watch my kid, and she said she would. And then I logged on to buy a ticket, and the first one sold out. They had to have 2 screenings of North by Northwest to fill the demand for the movie.
Because they programmed it in their 10-seat room first.
No, they're at the theater I was in. So it's Harkins Arvada. The theater that was sold out was when you go in, I forget the number, but it's the second theater on the left, which is pretty big. Then the one I went to was the second one on the right, and there had to have been like 80 something seats in it, and it was almost sold out too. It's like, so to me, and I don't know if you get this when you watch movies that you love, it's really cool when other people enjoy them as much as you do. And for a movie that is 65 years old, that it sold out in one theater and almost sold out in a second one. Like the demand was so much they had to have two showings.
Yeah,
which to me is so cool to see.
Well, we did that you, me, Zach, and Corinne. We saw it at the Chez Artistes, and it was pretty packed.
Yeah, it was, and I mean, I know it's one of the most famous films of all time. And it's so fun to see with an audience because people laugh at the jokes and it's funny. It's really well made. And I don't know, there's just something about being there and experiencing that movie with an audience that is really cool to me. And I just had so much fun watching it with people and seeing how they just enjoy it and how I enjoy it, and seeing, man, I don't know the right way to say it, but I just really enjoyed it. It was just cool to be there. 65-year-old movie, sold out, people laughing.
People still care about it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's what I watched this week, and it was a hell of a lot of fun.
I mean, what was the age range of the people that did sell it out?
There were like the older people, obviously. I might have been the youngest one there.
Not a lot of 18, 20-year-olds in there.
No, but they should. They should see that film because it's a great film.
No caps, but FR real.
Yeah.
No one selfieing themselves in the theater.
No, it's good. So yeah, that's all I watched this week. I've been trying to catch up on my video games, so I've been kind of all over the place.
Right on.
Yeah. What did you watch this week, Brad?
So much. I mean, this is going back before Film Explosion, man. Was the last thing did I talk about the Color Purple remake?
Nope.
All right, let's hit that one real quick. I've seen the original. It's a powerful film story. I don't know if like having a fun musical with against the backdrop of like an adoptive father who like rapes his daughters and then they get sold off to be the wives of abusive husbands. Like there's something
you don't want
like
to sing and dance to that.
Yeah, the singing and dancing to that did not feel right. Still a good movie though, but yeah, there's a bit of a tone clash going on in that movie. Yeah, and I saw The Boys on the Boat. I'm just going to talk about the like in theater stuff.
Sure.
But yeah, The Boys on the Boat, George Clooney's rowboating movie, which I saw the trailer. I was like, they are just like doing everything to make it seem like a life or death situation for rowing.
Wow, you really sold it about rowing.
If
that's fine. I'm just
saying, like competitive rowing, like all the power to you. But yeah, just like trying to make it as like it's not like a life or death sport like in my eyes, and the movie didn't make it feel like that either. The biggest drama is they have to go up against Germany in the Olympics. So it's like a Jesse Owens scene and everything.
Germans. So
it's just like the stakes aren't that. If they lose, it's not like America gets taken over. It's just like yeah, you didn't do it. You came in second place or something, but it's still like a good movie, but it's just like the stakes aren't there, It's really trying to up the drama of the thing that's like, yeah, if they lose, they're embarrassed. That's about it.
Well, did you, while they were, rowing, were you chanting, row, row, row? I mean, did you really get into it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Again, another movie I saw like a while ago. And it's like, what else happened to that? Yeah. I guess the stakes is the college loses some funding and the Joel Edgerton's the coach and he maybe loses his job and the other boys go back to being poor. Like they're made out of like the poorest people in Seattle at the time. And yeah, so they go back to being poor or something. But anyway, I guess the most interesting thing that I like you had a cool experience at the theater. I decided to try Regal's Mystery Movie Monday thing. It was the first movie I saw in the theater for the year. No, second, because I saw American Fiction. But yeah, it's like, okay, I'll roll the dice on this. And yes, once in a while, they're like movies that aren't coming out for like 2 months yet. So I was like, oh, I might see, I don't know, something for that's going to be out in March. And I go in and there's no title card for this movie. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? And the first scene is a reenactment of the Trayvon Martin murder.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just like, oh, what the fuck is this movie? And then John Bernthal comes on and was like, okay, this is Ava DuVernay's movie origin. The rest of the audience, I'm pretty sure, isn't like as familiar with what's coming out as I am, because I've seen a ton of trailers. So I'm like, oh, why would you program this as a mystery movie? Like, this scene alone is going to alienate like half the audience. But yeah, it was a event, like that was just a small part of it. It's actually a movie about the caste system and how, a lot of the world's problems aren't so much racism as just the system of just demeaning people, and like that's part of it. So there's this woman, she's a writer, and then some publications like, hey, you should write about this Trayvon Martin murder, and she's like, well, I don't want to just write that. I want to like explain why a Hispanic man felt like he was threatened by an African American man, like why he felt the need to defend himself against that, and like why he felt he was more powerful than him, and all that. So yeah, it goes into like these two other cultures. Like in India, there's like literally shit on class of people that I forget the name of because this was weeks ago, but like they literally clean the shit out of troughs for people that are regarded as more important than them. And then I forget what the other culture was. Oh yeah, the Jews in Germany, obviously during World War II, and how they took, how the Germans took like lessons from American slavery to dehumanize and label, like convince the German people that the Jews were inferior, like they did in American slavery. And so, and again, that is the same playbook in India for those other people. So it's more of like almost like a person explaining a book rather than a thing that's actual like a narrative drama that plays out.
Interesting.
So it was interesting, but I was like, man, what a wild hair up the ass for a mystery movie. Like,
when you told me mystery movie, I thought it'd be something like Ghostbusters or something.
I was hoping for Frozen Empire. I was like, sweet. But no, I got an important lesson on the caste system. Yeah. Yeah, so I saw the Book of Clarence, and that was just a confusing film. Do you know Benedict Cumberbatch is in that movie?
I had no idea.
Yeah, he plays like someone who's confused for being Jesus.
So is there more than one Jesus in this movie? Because I did want to see this, but I've heard it's not good now from multiple people.
Yeah, it's well made, and it might be interesting, but like I didn't get it. Like I wasn't sure what I was trying to go for. Clarence is a guy who has a ton of like debts in town, and he devises this plan. Like he's an atheist, and he thinks this whole Christian movement is stupid. And he actually has a twin brother who is a devout Christian who follows directly with the other apostles. Thomas, I think was his name. And so Clarence is like, "Oh, I'll show you. I'll make my own religion. I'll become my own Messiah to follow." So he's like the second Messiah. And it just invites trouble, and yeah, it wasn't a ton of fun jokes or anything. And then there's parts where it gets like really supernatural, and you're like, oh, okay, so like a lot of this stuff is real. And I don't know, I just couldn't get like a beat on it. I'm not sure what it was trying to go for. Like it didn't feel like it was saying anything revolutionary. Like it's like a subversive take that I feel like I've seen before.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, underwhelmed by that. And then I think the last thing, I'll save a lot of this stuff for our next week's episode. But yeah, I saw Night Swim.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is another like, okay, yeah, it's PG-13 horror. So a lot of spooky setups, but nothing that's like too.
And here's the thing: is sometimes PG-13 horror movies can be good, like The Ring and things like that. But you kind of get trained to them, right? Where you know how the camera's going to pan, and you know something's going to pop up on like the left or right side of the screen. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, it's just a story about this family. The the dad is a baseball player who's been put on injured reserve. And so as he's healing, he has to move his family into like they have to downgrade their life. But they in their search for a house, they find this one that's been on the market for a while, not surprisingly, that has a sordid past. And so they decide to move into it because it has a really cool pool, and that'll help with his leg strengthening. Like he can walk around and swim in the pool to help his leg. And they discover all these haunting things start happening to them. And
so when I see the trailer, I kept on thinking of Deathbed, the dead that eats people.
Yeah.
But it's a pool that eats people. I don't know if that's what happens in it, but that's the vibe I got.
Sort of. Like people do disappear in the pool, so I could be
sweet,
like
so I'm
eating
right.
them. Yeah. But God, they're also like surrounded by ghosts outside the pool. Like if you go in the pool, like it's sort of you kind of end up in like a alternate dimension where you can see the ghosts.
Like the Ghostbusters 2, like slime in the sewers.
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, and then the ending is just like, should I spoil it? I don't know.
Blumhouse has really mastered the art of releasing horror films in January that cost like $8 to $10 million, end up making 50 to 60. So good for them.
Did this do that? Because I feel like it came out and no one paid attention to it.
I don't know how much it made, but I know usually Blumhouse is very successful.
Yeah, for even a
marketing
Blumhouse, like it was just a Blumhouse marketed movie, right? They didn't actually make it, right?
Maybe it might be one where they bought it and distributed it. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you.
Yeah. Anyway,
it made $23 million.
So that seems like on the low end for a Blumhouse horror, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
They're probably going to cost like $5 to make, right?
I'm guessing so.
Maybe 10. But yeah, it's just like it wasn't that intense or scary. I mean, Kellen could probably watch it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's moved on. I'll talk about next week what we've been watching.
Yeah, like some of the suspense is like, oh, he tripped and fell into the pool with the tarp still on. He might get trapped and drowned, like stuff like that. And then like, oh, occasionally like something weird appears in crevices and holes in the pool. Like, oh, okay, cool. Jump scare there.
One of the reviews on IMDb right away, it drowned you in boredom.
Yeah, like even like the one plus thing is like early on the family is like hip to what's going on. It's only the dad who's just like holding everyone back. So it was refreshing to see like the mom and both the kids be like, we should probably move out of here. Let's just go now. Like there's no reason to stay here. And then they like contrive ways to keep the dad and like forcing everyone to stay there. So
he has to get healed, bro.
Yeah. Well, the pool also has like a supernatural hold on him. So that like, it's not really him that wants to be there so much as the pool. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for me for now. I got a whole bunch of stuff for next week for sure. Yeah.
Cool. Well, it cost $15 million to make. And it's Blumhouse and James Wan, Atomic Monster.
Yep, I remember that title card.
I love that title card. Next week, we're seeing The Beekeeper, Buzz. Every time I think of it...
The Beekeeper.
That's right. I think of when Conan is talking to his interns, and he says, I got to keep the bees busy. Buzz. But yeah, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you at the movies.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot. A real nerd can follow the plot. And a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerds.
Thanks for listening to Real Nerds Podcast, a Nebulous Visions production. Stream or download episodes, read articles at realnerdspodcast.com. Stream us on Apple or Google Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, or iHeartRadio. Follow us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. Twitter and Instagram, @Real Nerds. Watch us on YouTube, Real Nerds Podcast. Email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Call us at 720-6nerds5. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill, Mike at Plan 9 Studios, and Bolognium for all of our groovy theme songs. And that's how you fucking do it!